one, hey all, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to take a look at something a little bit different. I think they're by Montoy. They're not really KOs, they're their own thing. But a while ago we did a top 10 list about the top 10 brands that could be used with Transformers. And number one on that was really GotBots, and the justification was that they are converting robots. In fact, all converting robots could probably be Transformers adjacent and work with them well. And enter these. Now, Starscream wife picked these up, and by the time I got them in my hand, she had the packages thrown away. I'm pretty sure they're Montoy. They did come from like a dollar store from Dollarama, so that's why I'm thinking they're Montoy. However, the cockpit and the whole plane section are die cast. Actually, quite a bit of heft to these guys. And for something that was less than $5 Canadian, I didn't have very high hopes. And honestly, these guys kind of blew me out of the water and really surpassed my hopes. I think that this represents a brand as cheap as you kind of think of when you think dollar store, but I think this represents a brand that could really work with Transformers. If these are KOs, I don't know the actual bots. If they're not KOs, cool. This is more of an enigma, if you will. Die-cast transforming planes. Both of these lads will be our focus in the latest GotBot True review. Hey one, hey all, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, your most humble of hosts, Dennis Moulton, aka GotBot. As always, please like, comment, share, of course subscribe, and while you are at it, light them up, baby. Hit the notification bell, please. Helps me out a ton. Let you know when content of all sorts goes up here on the channel. Check out Machinery of Man, The Everything Factor, all the groups that I'm either a mod or an admin for, as well as all of my social media links. All of that's in the description down below. Also in the description down below, and if you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link, check us out on Patreon, see what we have to offer to you through spring, or of course hit the join button at any given time and become a channel member. So yeah, not much to say about these guys. They're little die-cast planes that turn into robots. Let's head over to the table and take a closer look at these lads. And so here we have, today, something a bit different. It is two heavily die-casted robots. I think they're Montoy. The instructions, Starscream wife picked them up from a dollar store, Dollarama, that we have here. And usually stuff from there is Montoy, which is why I'm guessing that's what it is. If it's something different, I'll put a correction, like I'll put a caption or something in, and of course the title will be updated. But I'm pretty sure that's what it is. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I apologize. But by the time I got around to looking at them, she already had them open. She had been looking at them herself, and the packaging was thrown away, and the instructions inside is just, it's this one sheet of paper with 6 steps. And it's the same for both of them. And by the way, the instructions call them mechs, but honestly, the instructions are actually really effective because it not only has the 6 pictures, but it actually says what you're supposed to do. So you have both the words and the pictures. Some of the best instructions that I've seen in a long time. You'll notice I have one here in plane mode on a display base because they do come with these little translucent display bases. This guy has a triple-barreled shotgun. The other dude comes with this sword. They're 3mm pegs that go in the hands just fine. So I'm going to take this out of his hand. You could give either one to either guy. They don't have names. And I don't think they're based off anything. Like, I don't think they're a KO. I just think they're their own design. If they're KO and somebody knows and wants to correct me, cool, say so. For now, because I don't think they're actually based off of anything, I'm going to give both of them for looks a 10. I think they're both intended to be like good guys, but I feel like this dude here with his darker colors is a bad guy, you know? And the 10 is an arbitrary 10. It's because I don't really have anything to compare it to. In terms of the articulation, they're the same on both. The reason I have one in, like, you know, plane mode and one in robot mode is so we can actually see the transformation in both directions. It's very simple, though. The articulation, like I said, will be exactly the same. So both of them, a 10 for the look because it's arbitrary. The articulation, the arms go out to the sides that far, which is pretty good T-posing. They can go all the way around. You just have to avoid the wing, which won't move because it's die cast. All of this on the back die cast. The cockpit die cast. We have elbows to little over 90 degrees, and they're on a ratchet, a soft ratchet. We don't have a bicep swivel. We don't have a wrist swivel. But I think, oh, and because of the ball joint at the shoulder, you get across the body a little bit. Bicep would have been nice, but I mean, for under $5, not a deal breaker, man. So with those out to the side of the legs, also do full splits. If you bend up the knees, you can use the back as an extra stabilizer. The hips go forward. Obviously, they can't go all the way back, but like very deep forward, very deep knee. Toe goes forward and back. I mean, for something that's less than $5, and with all the die-cast able to support its weight, 8 bicep would have been nice. I don't see how you can work in a waist at this diminutive size. And I mean, this is pretty small, right? I don't know. Do I have something handy here? I don't really have anything handy here to show, but like, there's say legend size. Maybe the old scout class size. I feel like they could work well with even the current small deluxe mini bots. Like, I look at this and I feel like I could sort of see this in line with Beachcomber, Brawn, Sea Spray, like the recent ones we've got, like the Retro Brawn, the Retro Sea Spray, the Legacy Beachcomber. Like, I feel like they're about that size, maybe slightly smaller. It's hard to say for sure. So, an 8 for the articulation, a 10 for the look. That's a 9. Let's do the transformation. So for the transformation, bring the head back. I do find the head on this one is more of a chore to get out when going back to robot mode. I try not to put it back all the way. Bring the cockpit up over, and it kind of sort of tabs in. The two arms now, or the two legs now, collapse up and collapse up. There's a little part on the inside of the heel, and that goes between a little notch down here between the thrusters. Fold up the toes, fold up the toes. On the side of the leg, there's a little tab, and the arm comes down, and it should, if I have it positioned correctly, there you go, tab over, and this arm here should tab over, and then we should be able to take the, is it this way it goes? I'm just trying to remember now which way this goes in. There's a little rectangular tab here that goes into a rectangular slot up here. There we go. And boom. Like, that's it. It's very easy to do it. So let's move this guy over here. By the way, I love the gold and silver detailing for his camo. This guy over here, we would take this out. We would pick off an arm and pick off an arm. We would open out the legs and extend them down at the hips. Open out a toe, open out a toe. Flip the cockpit section down. Bring out the head and boom. That's it. Back into robot mode. And again, all of the articulation stuff the same. Just to show the sword this time. It goes down in the hand, no problem. No problem at all. If you want something kind of dynamic, I don't know, like fold up a leg, take this one out to the side. And again, you can use the thrusters to sort of help you solidify where you're putting them. I think that these are great for something that was like $3.50, $4 Canadian. Ton of die-cast. We're always complaining and saying there's not enough die-cast in Transformers. Here you got it, and it's pretty well articulated. I'm going to say that the transformation's a 10. It's super simple to do, and it makes logical sense. If you're going to complain about a robot on the underside of the plane, I mean, the aerial bots, the Seekers, you know, there's always something on the bottom of the plane. Overall score for these guys, for KOs, not even KOs, just for like a cheap converting robot akin to Transformers, under $5, these are great. I'm going to say overall score of 9. They were a blast and a half to get, and honestly, I'm glad Starscream White picked them up, and I'm glad to add them to my collection. And here we are, and here they are, and you know what? They're both really quite good. I think the hardest part is trying to root the head up after you've put it down for going to plane mode. In plane mode, yeah, we kind of have a robot underneath, but what else is new? That's kind of always been the case for converting planes. Look at the aerial bots, right? In robot mode, I think they're great. The plane kibble, yeah, okay, it's all in the back, but it doesn't get in the way. In fact, sometimes, depending on how you have the legs, you can even use the rear pieces here to sort of kind of help you get some stability. As for the articulation, I mean, it's kind of second to none. It could do everything that really, I think, for a less than $5 bot, you'd kind of want them to do. Yeah, it's helped by ball joints, but everything seems generally toleranced quite well. One dude comes with a sword, the other comes with what looks like a triple barrel shotgun, a la, I don't know what the sword is modeled after, but the shotgun reminds me of the kind of shotgun that you would see some of the Combiner Wars lads have. Are they perfect? No. But are they fun and functional? Yes. Do I feel like things are going to break and fall apart? No, not really. I think that they're pretty dandy for what they are, and I'm not sure if I'm going to put one with the Autobots, one with the Decepticons, or two with the Decepticons, or two with the Autobots, or what I'm going to do with them. But I am able to say that for a couple of little KOs, off-brand, whatever you want to call it, versions of converting robots, I think that they pair really nicely with Transformers. And thanks to my wife, I'm kind of glad to be able to add them. Let me know what you think about these little die-cast planes and if you've experienced them or come across them yourself. I appreciate you guys coming by, giving me some of your extremely valuable time. I do know how important it is to you. If you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link. Check us out on Patreon. See what we have to offer to you through Spring, or of course, hit the join button at any given time and become a channel member. While you are at it, hit the subscribe button, stick around and have some fun with us here on the channel. And don't forget, man, not for a moment, not for a second, that you right there, you do make a difference in the world. And I look forward to the next time that you and I get together to have another visit, either in the live streams on Thursday nights, at the stop motion premieres, or the old fashioned way right here inside the videos.